Hey y'all, it's Addy Ford, your host of the Cowgirl Closet Podcast, and welcome back to another episode. The Cowgirl Closet Podcast is a worldwide branch production brought to you in part by Mule Alley. Legendary brands and trailblazing trends. Find your style on Mule Alley in the Stockyards. I also want to say a huge thank you to our partners at AB Lino in downtown Fort Worth who help everybody wear their story. And this episode would not be possible without being powered by 95.9 The Ranch, the radio station that truly plays the sound of Texas. And for today's episode, I am super excited to sit down with Crystal McCarty from Stephenville, Texas. Today, we're joined by Crystal McCarty, co-founder of CH Designs and Cowgirl & Company. She and her husband, Jace, have built two incredible brands rooted in Western culture, jewelry, and fashion. And today, we get to hear her story. Crystal, thank you so much for joining us. I'm so excited to have you.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah. So before we get into some of these questions, is there anything you want to say or talk about for yourself to have the people who are watching get to know you a little bit better?
Well, I'm Crystal. I am an entrepreneur, a jewelry designer, jewelry maker, cowgirl.
Basically, she's
a wife, diabetic, everything.
All the things. Well, awesome. How did CH Designs begin? Take us back to... Sorry, I'll just read that. See, we're not even caught. How did CH Designs begin? Take us back to those early days at the kitchen table in the laundry room workshop.
So my husband and I, Jace, I'm going to talk about him a lot because everything we do is together. We started CH Designs when we were sophomores in college. And it was kind of it was a hobby that we both enjoyed. We would get out our tools and get on the kitchen table after work every day because in college... we still worked our regular college jobs. We'd get out all of our tools on the kitchen table and make jewelry.
That's so fun.
We had a toolbox, put it back in our toolbox. And then we moved to Stephenville and we kind of hit it a little bit harder. Mm-hmm. We converted our laundry room into...
So did y'all live together?
Yes.
Okay.
We lived together 9 months after dating. And then we've been inseparable ever since first week of college.
That's true love.
I know. I love him. But we converted our laundry room into our CH Designs headquarters. Mm-hmm. And it was an oddly large laundry room, though. We had 3 desks in there, 3 people in there, a washer and a dryer.
Dang.
And then we slowly started coming out of the laundry room and converting every other bedroom in our house to CH Designs. Mm-hmm. And then we moved houses, converted half of that house into a CH Designs, and then we started to outgrow that, and we got a building in town in Lingleville. We worked out of there for a while, and now we just purchased a new building that we converted half of it into production, and now we're in construction of our showroom and our storefront. So that's exciting. Coming soon to Stephenville, and we're so excited.
Yeah, congratulations. That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
What was it like balancing college life with horses and starting a business all at once?
Really long days. Yeah. I remember our first Christmas season after graduating college, we worked 16, 18-hour days every day, Jace and I. We really didn't do anything other than work for that entire Christmas season because our business kind of got off the ground and it was getting really popular and we had a lot of Christmas orders. It was mainly our horse heads.
Yeah.
But that was really the beginning of the big movement that we had of growth. Mm-hmm. And it was just, I would say we balanced it well because we're here now.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of really long days. Horses during that time kind of they don't get ridden as much. You don't get to rope as much. But we're really focused on growing the business.
Yeah. And
it was, looking back now, it was so much fun.
Yeah.
Having those really long nights in there. But we were in there together. We were having fun. We were listening to music.
That's fun.
That's
a good Friday night. And it's different than what other college kids, especially what I was doing in college. It's just different. So that's awesome.
It was a very fun college experience with trying to start a business. And we knew nothing about starting a business. Everything that we learned, we had amazing people helping us. Our CPA, he taught us so much about business. Mm-hmm. And we kind of really leaned on him about how we were doing things. And we kind of found those people that if we didn't know how to do it, we found the people that could teach us how to do it right.
Yeah. That's awesome. So touching base on the horse head necklace, Missy was your first horse and Missy inspired the horse head necklace, right?
Yes.
Can you share a moment about that and how it grew to be your signature necklace?
Yeah, so I remember it like it was yesterday. We were standing in the pasture. Missy was our first horse we ever bought together. She kind of taught us everything we knew because, like, I didn't grow up with horses. I didn't grow up in the Western industry.
Yeah.
So everything that I learned with horses was learned with her.
Yeah.
And I fell off a bunch, but that's besides the point.
Hey, it happens.
But we were standing out there, and he looked at me. He was like, "Why don't we make a necklace that looks like Missy?" And I was like, "Like, how are we going to do that?"
Figure it out, you know?
I kid you not, I ran back to the house and made one right then and there.
That's so awesome.
It's I personally really like them because it makes me, like, my creative abilities come out because I hand draw all of the blazes off of a picture. I hand cut the blazes.
Were you artsy before you started this?
Yes.
Okay.
I used to make jewelry
You're
like
lucky.
in middle school, and I used to like string beads. So that's
Yeah.
kind of how where like the jewelry part came from.
I also made necklaces in middle school. That's crazy. I think everyone went through that phase. You
Yeah,
know?
for sure. And
Except
like the
mine was,
friendship
like-
bracelets.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Where were we at?
I don't remember.
Missy.
Here we go.
I know,
Yes,
here we go again.
Missy.
So yeah, we made the first horse head, not thinking that that was going to become like our signature piece. But there's so much sentimental like reflection that goes into each piece. Like, you never know what this horse's journey was, how much this owner loved this horse, like how far that horse took that owner. And it's just such a sentimental piece, and it holds so many memories and happiness. And like, we had a stud that he passed away last year, and his necklace means more to me now because I'm like, I look at it and I'm like, that was my baby.
Yeah. Ugh. My heart. So you mentioned to me earlier that you and your husband team roped. Did you team rope with Missy or any of your other horses, or how did that kind of
I learned how to ride on her
and
learned how to breakaway rope on her. It wasn't real good, but she was good at teaching.
Yeah.
And now we both team rope. I heel, he heads mostly.
I was gonna ask that too earlier. I would have guessed that you were a header for some
I used to
reason.
head, and then I don't know what happened. I switched to healing, and then I just fell in love with it.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Hey, do you want to head today?" And I'm like, "Nope."
No, I'm good. Wait, that's awesome. So what sets CH Designs apart from other jewelry brands in the Western industry?
I feel like we have a very different outlook on jewelry. We get all of our inspiration from the outside world instead of just looking at other jewelry for inspiration. So we have a lot of like sentimental value to our pieces. And then we also keep our custom orders open 365 days a year. So you can always order something custom from us. But I feel like our designs are very unique because we look at the outside world for inspiration.
Yeah.
So I feel like that really sets us apart in a lot of ways.
So I'm wearing one of your necklaces right now.
Yes,
You said
that's
it was your
actually my favorite piece ever.
Tell me a little bit about it and like what inspired you to create this.
With all of our big necklaces, most people I feel like lay out all the stones, draw exactly what they're gonna do. And with that one, I kind of just threw a bunch of stones together, and I was like, this looks awesome. We're making this right now.
I love it. I want you to make me one. So bad.
We can.
Yeah, it's so cute. I love it. So tell me a little bit about the one that you're wearing, because if I'm looking correctly,
These
have quarters?
Yeah, buffalo nickels.
That's so cool.
And then I really love the mixture of like blue and green stones. Like everything
it's
I'm
beautiful.
wearing today is like mixture of everything.
Yeah.
Because then if you have one blue-green piece, then you can wear other blue pieces with it or other green pieces with it instead of like just green or just blue. So I really like that mixture of both colors.
Yeah, that's really smart. What does your creative process look like when you're designing a new piece?
Well, I can tell you, for example, we're launching a new purse clip today, actually.
Ooh, I'll have to go check it out.
I know.
If you're watching, go check it out.
But the idea behind that one was actually kind of funny. We were in HEB, and I was getting out of the truck really fast, and I had Jace's keys in my purse.
Yeah.
Well, we have the like push start, so you don't have to have the key to start it like physically. And I got out and I started running into HEB because there's a lot of cars around, and I hear Jace's truck horn honk, and I was like, I have your keys, you can't move.
Oh gosh.
And then I was digging through my big purse. Everyone calls it a suitcase because it's so big. But I was digging through my purse, and everyone behind us was just staring at us. And I was like, sorry, I'm trying to find the keys. So that's when the purse line or the purse clips came to mind. And then we just made a whole collection that week with a certain cluster. So then we put that cluster on the purse keys. So then it's kind of like a whole collection of the same
I cannot.
style.
Can I get a little sneak peek before y'all launch it later after this? So excited. Yeah, no, that's a great idea.
Thank you. Thank you.
So whenever someone orders a custom piece, this kind of touches back on a question I had asked earlier. You are the designer of like pretty much all of it, or you not make all of it.
I was going to say, we have a very, very amazing team with us.
I just don't know what I was trying to say. I was trying cut. When someone orders a custom piece, do you hand draw everything that might go on it, or how does that process look too?
With the horse heads, yes. So everything with the horse heads are hand drawn. I literally look at a picture of their horse that they submit, and it's sitting next to the piece of metal that I'm drawing on. And then I also look at that same picture for cutting it out.
Yeah.
Because then that really makes it more unique, because not two are going to be the exact same.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I was interested in that. I was just wondering. You didn't stop with jewelry. You launched Cowgirl and Company. Tell us about the passion that drove that.
I really like graphic design. That's kind of like one of my hobbies.
What did you go to school for again?
Ag economics.
Okay.
So I don't really use my degree.
Yeah.
But I really like graphic design, and I'm kind of obsessed with home decor. Like whenever we first bought our house and we moved in, I think I changed all of the furniture and everything decor-wise in the house at least 3 times.
Yeah.
And then Jace was like, okay, you got to pick one and
My
stop.
best friend's like that.
I love home decor. So that kind of fueled that fire of wanting to create, kind of like our jewelry, like create unique things that you can have in your home.
Yeah.
And a lot of that was designed with brands that we use in jewelry and that we've made jewelry of. So a lot of those brands went into Cowgirl & Co.'s designs.
That's
so it kind of
nice.
is like an overlapping designs.
Yeah. And you're continuously working with the same people. So that's really convenient too.
Yeah.
How is Cowgirl and Company different from CH Designs?
It's polar opposite. One is jewelry. The other is home decor, t-shirts, phone cases, all designed by us still, but completely different aspects.
Yeah. Okay. What do you hope people feel when they wear or decorate with your designs?
We put a lot of love into each piece that we make, and I know a lot of things that we make are very sentimental. For example, my dad passed away 5 years ago, so I have his handwriting engraved on a charm. And so I just hope that everyone, when they wear our pieces, they think of those happy memories or happy times. And if they cry, I hope they're happy tears. Yeah. But I just want them to feel good in what they're wearing and feel confident, be happy, feel loved.
You're going to really like the new Fort Worth Stockyards app. It's everything you need right at your fingertips. See what's happening in real time, which means you'll never miss another cattle drive, happy hour, sidewalk sale, or your favorite band again. You can also use the app to buy show tickets, pay for parking, reserve a table, and even book a room. So saddle app, y'all. It's free, it's fun, it's the Stockyards. Download the app today at the Apple Store or Google Play.
All right, Crystal. So your personal style has such a presence in the Western fashion scene.
Thank you.
How would you describe the Crystal look?
I like more simple, elegant style because I want my jewelry to talk.
Yeah.
Like I want the jewelry to be the focus of my outfit. Like today, I'm wearing a denim skirt. I love denim skirts.
Yeah.
Wear them far too much. And then just a simple top, but a dressy top.
Yeah.
And then just stack it with jewelry.
I think that is really good. Like, obviously, you kind of just described what you're wearing. So
yeah, that's kind of my go-to.
Do you wear boots, like, if you're going out somewhere, or do you not usually dress like this?
This is kind of, if I'm dressing up, this is pretty much what I wear.
Yeah.
I love denim. Denim is like my favorite thing to wear. It's like a neutral.
And you can dress it up.
Yeah.
You can wear all the jewelry you want. You're my girl. I literally talk all the time about how I'm like, people need more jewelry. They need more like chunky, like jewelry talks a lot like what you said.
It does.
So.
And it's a statement piece and it catches your eye. As soon as you look at someone, you're like, oh, what's that necklace?
Yeah. And most of the time too, if it is something like turquoise, like what CH Designs is, it screams like, hey, like this girl is Western, this girl's country. At least in my eye, I think, you know, that's really cool.
Thank you.
How would you like describe your sense of style in one word?
Elegant is what I'd like to think it is.
Yeah. I think it's
very classy.
Yeah. What inspires your fashion choices?
Ooh, that's a good one. I don't know. All of the Western influencers on Instagram are all absolutely fabulous. And I feel like,
yeah, I stalk them all the time.
Yes.
Like,
anytime I need an outfit,
tomorrow.
I'm like looking on everyone's pages and I'm like, okay, I have something that looks like this.
Yeah.
I have something like this.
Yeah.
But I could wear that. But with the skirt,
Yeah.
that's kind of what I do if I'm stuck on an outfit. I'll like just start scrolling on everyone's feed.
Yeah.
And be like, okay, well, she has really cute fashion sense. Like, I'm gonna go look at her page.
Yeah. I do that too.
And then I just kind of like throw something on. Like, you just.
Are you one of those people who like change 24/7? Not 24/7, but like.
May change outfits 3 times before you leave the house?
Yeah.
I could.
Because that's me.
My husband may say yes.
That's good. Hey, good job. What are your go-to pieces that always make you feel confident and aesthetic?
Part of me wants to say a cute necklace, but the other part of me is my insulin pump. So I'm a diabetic, and I used to struggle a lot when I was younger. Like, there was no other diabetics in my school. I didn't really know any other diabetics. And I was always so paranoid that someone was going to see my pump or see my site and be like, what is that? And so, like, if I couldn't hide my mom's going to scream when I say this, but if I couldn't hide my pump good enough in my outfit, I would just not wear it and put it in my purse.
Really?
Yeah. It was.
So how has that changed now?
Now I am so much more confident with my diabetes. I also married into a family that they're all also diabetics, so it's kind of normal in our family.
Yeah.
But now
So that grew your confidence too.
Yeah. But now I love wearing my pump on the outside, like of my belt, or my signature thing is to wear it on my boot. Yes, I clip it on the back of my boot, and like now I love when people ask me questions like, "What is that?"
It's a conversation
And
starter.
it
Like
is.
I did that whenever I first talked to you, and I think it's very you and gives it you personality,
And like
I love it.
The 12-year-old Crystal is probably like, "You wear that on your boot now? That's so cool."
Yeah.
And it makes me really happy that I am confident with it now and that I am comfortable with it because, like, I mean, let's be honest, she keeps me alive.
What's her name?
Her name's Karen.
That's nice.
I named my pump. She's always on me.
I mean, yeah, she's a part of you now,
She
so.
screams sometimes.
Yeah.
But no, it makes me really happy, especially when someone stops me and asks like, "Hey, what is that?" And I'm like, "I'm a diabetic. This is my insulin pump." And they're like, "Oh, that's so cool." So it's kind of educating people too at the same time. But I've become a lot more confident in my older years.
I think that's very inspiring too for young girls who might be how you were whenever you were younger, too scared to go out in the world and show and do all the things.
To be slightly different.
Yeah.
Because you have it's basically a machine on your side at all times.
Yeah.
And like, I know for me personally, like growing up with it, like I said, no one else was a diabetic in my school. So like no one really, they were like, "Why are you eating a snack in class?" And I'm like, "Well, my blood sugar's low."
Like, I don't want to pass out. Hello.
Yeah. Hello. But it's my confidence has grown a lot.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is my husband's side of the family. They're all also diabetics. So it's normal. You hear beeping and you're like, everyone's like, "Whose pump is that?"
Like, what's going?
Everyone's checking their pump and they're like, "Oh, it's me."
It's me. Oh, I need to grab a snack.
Yeah.
No, I think that really like makes you beautiful, and I love what you're doing now to like help inspire other people who might be nervous. I think it's awesome, and I love that you mentioned that being a fashion choice of yours. I think that's awesome.
Yeah. It's something that I live with every single day, so why not embrace it and flaunt it?
Yeah, absolutely. So, Crystal, how do you use jewelry to pull together an outfit, especially your own designs?
Layering. I love to layer. You just throw on everything and it all just comes together. Like my senior photos in high school, like I said, I strung beads a lot and did a lot of necklaces. I had like 8 necklaces on for those pictures. And I've always liked to layer and just stack everything. And it's fun to look at too while you're wearing it. You
100%.
Look down at your arms and you're like, "That is so cute."
You're like, "I did this." That was my next question. I was going to ask if you've always like not only dressed Western, but always been like into the turquoise jewelry since you were little, or if that came with age. I didn't really know.
It's always kind of been a big thing. Like turquoise jewelry growing up really wasn't like a thing.
Yeah.
I grew up in the middle of College Station, So I didn't grow up like in the Western industry, around horses all the time. So no one else really wore turquoise jewelry. Mm-hmm. And I kind of started dressing more Western fashion in high school because ever since I was a little kid, like I've always wanted to grow up to be a cowgirl. Yeah. As funny as that sounds.
Did your parents do any of that?
No, my dad sold all of his horses before I was born, so I didn't grow up around horses.
Okay.
So everything is in my adult years that I've learned.
Yeah.
But I started dressing more Western fashion in high school, and that was kind of like I don't want to say I was the only one wearing that kind of stuff in school.
Yeah.
But I would go to school with big teased hair.
Yep.
My cute clothes on. I'd go work in a boutique after school.
Yeah.
And so my style kind of like stuck out a little bit more in high school. And then I went to college, and all my friends, we all dressed the same.
Yeah, because you went to Tarleton.
I went to Blinn and College Station, and Bryan first, and that's where Jason and I met.
Okay.
First week of freshman year.
Aw.
And so then I started working in a boutique in senior year of high school. So I met all of these new girls that we all had the same fashion sense.
Yeah.
And we all just kind of clicked together.
So it was like a Western boutique?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we all just kind of clicked together, became best friends. We're still all best friends now.
Yeah.
But that's when like the Western fashion kind of started for me, like getting bigger. And then I was in the American Rodeo Fashion Show.
Okay.
Whenever that was. How long ago was that?
I have no idea.
7, 8 years ago. It was the most fun experience, and that was like the first time I've ever
Fashion
been
shows
around.
Are always so fun.
So much fun. That was the first time I was ever around like that many girls in the Western community.
Like you.
Yeah, and it was so much fun.
Yeah.
You'd look around and be like, "Oh my god, I love everyone's outfits."
Yeah. So do you think you had to really learn how to dress Western, or like do you look back on pictures and be like, oh, should have never worn that? Like, did you have to, I guess, learn how to style and dress like this since you didn't come from a background like that?
I don't know. I think I just always gravitated towards it. Because I can't remember like not dressing in Western fashion that made me happy.
Yeah.
Like it's just clothes in general that make you happy.
Yeah. I like had to learn with age how to like change my Western style, because I mean I was the little girl going to a rodeo with my little short blue jeans on and the boots I showed pigs in, which of course they're pink and bedazzled because I've always been extra. So of course my boots that I was showing pigs in were pink and bedazzled. But
Statement. I love it.
Yeah, like I was like trying, but I wasn't ever getting it because I didn't dress like that in high school unless I was working with my dad or in the pig barn doing all the things. So with me, I definitely had to grow to it. And I think that's helped because I have my own sense of like Western fashion. I'm more punchy. So yeah, I was just asking. I was curious.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it just came about.
Was it, whenever you say that you started dressing more Western in high school, was it kind of scary? Like, did you get judged for it?
No, I definitely just had much different outfits. Like I remember my first day of freshman year of high school, my outfit, I loved it. And it all came from Buckle. And it was just very different than all of my other friends in high school. Because I was wearing like the bell bottoms or the wide leg pants, the lace and the flowy tops and with the lace underneath. Like it was just very different. And even back then I still layered all of my jewelry. Like I think that's just something I've done from a young age. Just layer everything, whatever you feel comfortable and wear.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else you want to touch on that? I think we did pretty good on dragging that one out.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you hope your style inspires other women in Western fashion?
I hope that if you get anything from listening to me, I hope that you just wear what you feel confident in. Because if you feel confident, I go back to the saying, you look good, you do good, you feel good.
I always say that. That's my motto. Like if I'm down in the dumps, I put on a bright color. And, as much as I hate doing my makeup and my hair, I'm going to do my makeup and my hair.
But as soon as you do it, you feel so much better.
Yeah, 100%.
And then you feel like you can conquer the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it automatically just draws you, maybe not completely out of that phase or stage or the depression that you're feeling, but it definitely helps.
It does.
Yeah.
Putting on a cute outfit changes the entire day.
Yeah, it really does.
It really does.
Feel more confident. Like the other
absolutely.
day, I went to Target, and God, I did not want to go to Target. So I was like, okay, I'm going to put on oversized t-shirt, wear my house shoes, and I'm going to go to Target. And then I was like, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that. So I literally got up. It was a Sunday afternoon. I just woken up from a nap, and I got ready after church to go to Target, and I ended up having a great day.
Yeah.
I did spend more money in Target, though, because I felt cute, so I wanted to stay in there longer.
Exactly. I totally feel like if you are dressed for the day and you're dressed cute, you feel good, you accomplish so much more during the day.
100%. So beyond fashion and business, you've been open about living with diabetes. Can you share how that shaped your journey?
I really feel like it's shaped me into a different person today because now I'm, like I said, I'm so much more confident with my diabetes. I'm so much more open about it. When I was younger, like I did not want to, before I had a pump, I had like manual shots.
Yeah.
And I was so scared to give myself a shot in public because I was like, I don't want people to stare at me, Mom. Yeah. But I feel like if I can help, or even if a little girl walks past me on the street and they see my insulin pump on my boot and they're like, I should wear my insulin pump and not conceal it. Mm-hmm. If I can mentally help someone like that and just make them a little bit more confident, that confidence that I did not have at that age, I think that's a win. Yeah.
And honestly, I don't know if I should say this, but I think that helps too because you're pretty. So a little girl who you might not know has diabetes is automatically going to look at you because she's going to look at her mom. She's going to be like, Mom, that girl's so pretty. And then boom, she's going to see your insulin pump. And then she's going to want to, like, it's just stuff like that people don't think about.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure that's happened to you more times than you know because you don't. Yeah. Like, I'm sure a little girl stopped her mom, that girl's so pretty. Oh my gosh, Mom, her insulin pump is on her boot.
I hope little girls see that.
Yeah, and then they're going to want to turn around and be just like you.
Maybe they'll want to clip it to their boot the next day. Mm-hmm. And if that gives them a little bit of confidence in their diabetes, I'm all for it.
Yeah, I think that's so awesome.
Thank you.
Do you think being diabetic has influenced your drive, your discipline, or the way you approach life and business?
Yes and no. I feel like it kind of makes you take a little bit of a step back because, like, if I'm starting to get low, I get chatty.
Very chatty.
Or I like to yap a little bit. And then I also, whenever I'm low, sometimes I'll want to do 15 things right then and there. Yeah. And I'm like, I can't do any of this right now. Yeah. But my brain's like, do. Mm-hmm. So I think it helps me take a little bit of a step back and take a break, take care of yourself for a second, and then go take on everything else.
Mm-hmm. Was it, like, difficult having to adjust to that growing up? Or, like, learn that, hey, like, I actually do need to take a step back instead of, while all this stuff is on my mind when you're low, to, like, do it right then?
I mean, I can't fully say I don't do that because I still do. Mm-hmm. I'll be running around the office, fruit snacks in hand, still trying to do everything. Yeah. But that's just kind of how I am. Like, I'm very go.
Do you think, this being a part of your everyday life now and going back to the taking a step back thing, do you think that's helped in the business aspect of things, like how you view things? Like, oh, I want to get this done right now, but, I need to wait. Maybe a different idea will come to my head, or I just need to be patient. Do you think that's affected it at all?
Maybe a little bit. We're at CH Designs, we're very much so, like, if you have an idea in your head, let's make it. Yeah. Like, it may turn out great. It may not turn out great, but let's try it.
Yeah. Okay. What advice would you give others facing health challenges while chasing their passion?
You can do everything. Mm-hmm. You really can. I believe that if you really, truly want something, you can go do it for yourself and you can go make it a reality. And if you believe you can do something, put your whole heart into it and you can succeed. Yeah. But it's kind of like running a business. Like, you can't be half in. Like, our business right now is very much so consumes a lot of our time and a lot of our life. Mm-hmm. But that's because we are working so hard to be successful and make our dreams a reality and get to the next step of growth.
Yeah. Y'all are really, like, living out y'all's dream, though, and I think that's so impressive. And it's something, you know, not only for you to look forward to, but for me to look up to.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and like growing up, like I said, I didn't have horses. I didn't live in the country. So being able to live a life that I've always dreamed of now, being an entrepreneur, when I was younger, I always wanted a clothing store. And this is kind of the same thing, owning a business. But I've always wanted horses. I've always wanted to learn how to ride. I've always wanted to live out in the middle of nowhere, not have neighbors. So it's really awesome sitting back and taking a step back and looking around and be like, that I'm building the life that I've wanted to build since I was little.
Especially because the life that you wanted to build was so different than what you know.
I had.
Yeah. And you don't hear many adults saying, I learned how to ride and rope and do all the things in my adult age.
In my early 20s.
Yeah, because most people do that from, you know, when they're little, because that's how their family is.
You see the little kids roping, like at roping we go to, you see the little kids and you're like, man, you're good. And you're only like 6.
Yeah. It's because, you know, they grew up doing it. I'm sure their dad or their mom, like, it's just like in their family. So
they learned how to rope by the time they were walking.
Yeah. Like they were in their little boots and a diaper, throwing a little bitty 4-inch rope. Yeah, literally. No, yeah, I think that's really, really cool. And I think your story is really interesting because
thank you.
I would have never had the courage to do that. Because I told my dad the other day.
Oh, there's the Karen.
She's yelling.
Karen,
do you need a snack?
No, I'm good.
Okay. I told my dad not too long ago, once I like really dove into the Western world and didn't, you know, just show pigs and all the things, I learned what team roping was and I really put my foot in that door. I asked my dad, I was like, Dad, why did you never put me in barrel racing or team roping? And he goes, Addy, I tried, but whenever you were younger, you really didn't have an interest in it. And then I got to the age where I did have a big interest in it, but I was going to college, and I guess in my mind, I never thought that it was possible.
It's kind of scary to learn
something
like that at a later age, because there's so many people that you're surrounded by that are so good at it, that have been doing it for so long.
Yep.
And it is scary to like learn something new, like learn a whole new industry. And for the longest time, like I felt like an imposter. Yeah. Like I was wearing boots, jeans, spurs, ready to rope, and I'm like,
is this really me?
Is this really me?
Yeah.
But now I'm a lot more comfortable in it. Like I feel like it is my life, and it's a great life. Yep. And I don't feel like so much of an imposter anymore.
Yeah. Well, I like going back to what we were just talking about. It's so cool because you dreamed of being here and you are. So that's awesome.
Well, I'm a kind of a big, like, not manifester, but if you speak into it so much, like it's going to happen. For example, like the building that we're in now, when that was first being built a few years ago, we would drive past it and Jace would be like, that would be such a cool building for CH Designs.
Yeah.
And
perfect.
Sorry. I'll start back.
No, yeah, you're good. He was just saying like, we're good. We don't have to like yap, whatever.
But I'm kind of a big like speaking it into existence or manifesting. Like the building that we're in now, when it was first being built, we used to drive past it every day.
Yep.
And Jay said, he was like, that would be so cool if that was CH Designs. Like that'd be such a good location. That'd be such a great building. It's so cute. And it was always like that would be so cool. Like that would be cool.
Yeah.
And
let's do it.
And fast forward a few years, we're in the building that we said was going to be perfect 3 years ago.
That's so amazing.
And it's kind of crazy to think that.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of big into like speaking it into existence.
So besides, you know, your new building, what excites you about the future for CH Designs?
So, we're opening up our first storefront in that same building, actually. It's 2 seconds outside of Stephenville.
Yeah.
So we're not in town, but we're right outside of town.
Yep.
But what's fun about that building that we're in is there's going to be a storefront in it, and then surrounding the storefront is our production facility. So everything that we do at CH Designs is all going to be in the same spot. And our grand opening is going to be around the second week of September.
You'll have to text me. I'll go.
Oh, please do. I'm so excited. We're still in construction right now, and construction of a building is insane. Like we've never done this before.
Yeah.
So it's insane because whenever we first got finished with the production side of it so we could move into it, we were like, we're going to get started on the showroom ASAP. Like we're going to take maybe a week off because we were doing a lot of it ourselves to like mentally gather back up. And we're going to get back into the showroom part of it. And then you start sitting there going, okay, well, what walls do you want? What texture do you want on the walls? What light switch covers do you want? All the stuff
that you didn't even think about.
What are you going to put in here? And I'm like, jewelry displays. And they're like, no, but where are you going to put those? And I'm like, I don't know. I'll know once I get in there. Yeah. But those were all the things that you had to decide in order to start building it. So I feel like that was the longest process, was trying to figure out exactly what we were doing. Yeah. But it's gonna be very fabulous.
Well, I'm so excited for y'all. Congratulations. You know, God has amazing things planned for y'all. So
thank you.
Crystal, where can people find CH Designs and Cowgirl & Company, online or in person?
So CH Designs is going to be in person very soon for the first time ever, but CH Jewelry Designs on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, online, and then Cowgirl & Co. on Instagram, Facebook, and the online as well. Awesome.
Well, Crystal, thank you so much for coming and making the trip down here to Fort Worth to sit down with us. I really enjoyed getting to know you and talking with you, and I'm sure everybody else did too.
Oh, well, I hope so.
Crystal, thank you so much for making the trip down to Fort Worth to sit down and be a co-host on our podcast. I really enjoyed talking to you, hearing about your story and your journey and where you are today. That's a wrap on the Cowgirl Closet Podcast. The Cowgirl Closet Podcast is a Worldwide Branch production brought to you in part by Mule Alley. You can explore Mule Alley's curated collection of trailblazers, artisans, and tastemakers from anywhere. Simply download the free Fort Worth Stockyards app on the Apple Store or Google Play. And lastly, thank you to our friends at AB Lino in downtown Fort Worth for allowing us to film in their beautiful custom clothing boutique. They truly align with our podcast by helping everyone wear their story. Until next time, I'm your host, Addy Ford, and I will see you where the ranch meets the runway.